Good morning, everybody. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing today?
Hey, good morning.
There's one person in the chat, and we already have 2 thumbs down. God, that's awesome.
You know, you have your fans.
I know. That's great. 2 out the gate, and we ain't even on yet. Oh, that feels good. Let's turn the fan on, man. Oh, does that feel good? Ooh.
Ben's just here for the chat bot.
Yeah. We haven't turned the chat bot on.
Oh, wait a minute. We got 2 Bens. We got Ben and Ben.
We got a couple in there already. Sorry, I'm not looking yet.
We need some Jerry's.
Need some Gary's. What do you need Gary for?
Jerry's. Ben and Jerry's?
Oh, Ben and Jerry's. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
All righty. I swear to garage sale, my computer goes any slower. All in the turtle race. Somebody say something. How do you know who's in here?
How you doing this morning, Ben and Ben?
I don't even see. I have nobody in the chat.
Well, Ben Craig's in there, and Ben Hawk 3D Proto.
Oh, it's getting closer. I might be getting closer to seeing who's in the chat. Hey, guys, how's it going? I almost see it now.
Uh-oh, the Bens are going at it.
Uh-oh. What did they do?
Let the smackdown begin, huh?
Yep.
There can be only one.
Only one blind. Oh, did you see what I got on my desk or on my printer over there, Mr. Hawk?
Working like a boss.
Hmm. Holy crap, Zach. Whoa. Whoa. Holy smackers, man.
Well, it'll be more entertaining than Mike yelling and being an angry elf.
Yeah.
Agreed.
You guys can agree with each other all you want. I don't care.
Ben Craig, you should have a lighter day today, won't you? Weather's not too harsh. You shouldn't have too many emergencies.
Put you 2 under control here.
And there's Minnesota Maker.
Minnesota Maker, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, guys.
Good morning, everybody.
This can be turned down. Okay, this needs to be. I'm just trying to get my volumes right. They're all over the place here this morning. I decided I needed to flash firmware on the tomato
Hi,
tube.
Minnesota Maker.
On the tomato tube because you go to change the filament and it just parks right there where it stops where it
Hi,
stops. And then it just snuckers out the end, melts everything together. And
Howdy, Minnesota Maker. With my new laptop just arrived, so my next stream will be in my studio.
Oh. Where's my new laptop? I can do it in my studio. Oh, I'm in my studio. Never mind. You see, you finished that? He's got
Hey,
a
Mike, I've got something just for you. Where's your address? Noise. LOL at 3D printing space.
Yeah,
Hey, Hawk, his address is in the description of all my videos. Just send it there.
yeah.
He'll get it faster. I promise.
My address is always in the description down below, but yeah, I bet. Looks like he's got a
Face with
toothpick.
tears up, joy face with 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 tears up, joy.
But anyways, looks like he's got a toupee on because
OMG. LOL.
I ran out of green filament, so I had to use black to finish his hair, and it looks like he's got a hole in his head or a toupee there. That was at 1:30 this morning, and I decided I wanted to try to lay down.
In all seriousness, I will send you some filament as I said I would, Mike.
Oh, no, that's fine. That'd be appreciated. Thank you. Don't have to, though. Could always use filament, though.
He's 2-face 2 hair now.
Yep, 2-face, 2 hair, 3-layer.
Boing, boing, boing.
Yeah, nothing, a little bit of paint can fix. I figured this hair's black anyways, ain't it? So, you're asking what time I start the stream this morning, Ben. You act like it's a different time every time I start. It's always right at 8-ish. Unless I fall asleep. You know, sometimes I fall asleep. I can't help it. Just the way how it is, man. And there's something like that out there today. Just to be irritating. Oh, yeah, see, it works today. Why? I don't know.
Just posted a pic in your Discord. Any thoughts? Minnesota Maker. Welcome to the stream.
Take a look.
Expect yelling and angry elves.
Gotcha, man. Sorry, man.
Looks like tree supports.
Yeah. Looks like a reef.
Looks like a Christmas tree.
He put that in a fish tank. Oh, man, let's take the under and do it. Yeah, but that's that damn stuff that you use, ain't it? That's that triple thing. Temperature too high. Retract.
Not enough retraction.
Cooling.
No, it shouldn't be the cooling.
LOL, that's a retraction test.
Oh, hey, that's one.
But if you go in a fish tank, it looks kind of like a reef that could be in a fish tank.
Artificial coral reef.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it looks like. But have you tried?
Get ready for everything I've done.
I don't know if we have that much time, do we?
It's a retraction test. I thought it was a bridging test. You don't want that stringing on there. You don't.
No, he doesn't.
I thought you was trying to get him to string across there.
You tried that. What are you using for a slicer?
How are you, Ed?
Doing good.
How are
Doing
you,
good.
Mr. T?
He's not listening to you.
He's on muscle relaxers. He's running a little behind.
What was that?
Hawk asked how you were.
Oh, good. Thank you. I'm
High as a kite.
I just started having a migraine setting in, so I took a muscle relaxant. And
He is stoned.
Got it.
Out his gourd.
No, he's not. We've seen what that looks like.
We've all been on Mikey streams.
Yeah. What slicer are you using, Ben? Craig? Not Hawk.
Yeah, you got to be more Pacific now. We got 2 bands.
I know it. Now, I used to have so many people in the stream. We had 2 of them with the same name. Oh, my God.
That man. Or just listen to Mike, then you'll fall asleep. Face with tears of joy, 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 face with tears of joy. Yeah, be more Pacific. Tried retraction from 0 to 24 millimeters. 150 mms. 180 TO220 temps even after attempt tower. Changed filament. PID tune. SLIC3R and Kura. Only thing left is waiting on hardened nozzle.
Now, you don't want a hardened nozzle. Well, you're using that. Ain't you using that 3 thing? That mixing nozzle? Getting a hardened mixing nozzle? Right? Yes. All right. Have you tried going back to your 2 mixing nozzle instead of the 3 mixing nozzle?
Yes.
I know you just got that new 3 nozzle. Did you try putting that two mixing nozzle back in, to see if it changed? Same issue on the 2 mixing.
Same issue on 2 MIX.
Wow. Alright, mixing nozzles. Just trying to think now. I'm just going to use 2 as an example here as I think about it. Track this one and then it just sits there. What did you use for temperature?
BRB got a minute.
Alright. I wonder, when you do a temperature tower, or do a tower like that there, is a part scoop?
What's
Yeah.
up?
What's going
You
on?
good? Looks like you salvaged the print.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Did I send you a link this morning? Clyde, did I send you a link?
Is that the print you were working on when I left yesterday that Robbie was working on the decode?
Yeah. Yeah, I sent you a link if you want to come in, Clyde.
I think so.
Yeah, I
I
did.
have some stuff to do first.
Okay. Yeah, and it was weird because we got it printing just perfect. That's actually 1 layer off. Instead of starting at 1078, we should have started at 1077.
Yeah.
But it was going perfect. And it went perfect for 18.5 millimeters. It was running perfect. And then it shifted over for about 10 layers. And then it shifted back.
Huh.
And I didn't realize it had shifted back, so I shut the freaking thing off again. And so I set piss on it. I just dropped it down to the ground. I took the print off and just printed the rest of the head, on the ground. And I glued it on this morning. But But it finally went. God knows how long it took because it's been started so many times. 3 days probably. But I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I'm going to flash the firmware on that thing today. And I'm going to try it for it. Well, I got to do all the PID tunings. I should probably do the PID tunings first, huh? So
well, because if you flash it, that's all going to be changed.
Well, I tell you, want to put the PID tuning into the firmware.
Yeah, most of them are already set up. If you got the one that's set for the tornado, a lot of times you won't have to mess with anything.
Well, yeah, every printer's different. Because I got 200 sitting here bought on the same day. It came here at the same time, put together on the same day, and they have different PID tunings.
Yeah. Lead screws are the same, gears are the same, stuff.
Yeah, it's the same freaking machine, man. Well, not anymore, of course, but it was at one time the same machine. You know? But yeah, no, PID tuning, so you can PID tune and it's actually different every time you do it. I gotta go take care of this coffee problem quick. Here, I'll be right back.
Hey, puppy.
Oh! God damn, I'm getting too young for this crap.
It's still too early for mine. Mine are still out. I got 2 on the couch, 1 on the floor, and 1 in Mom's recliner.
This one, she's such a puddle bug.
That's the way that's the way Princess Lily is. Mom will get so mad at her because she climbs on top of her when she gets home from work. But then she'll crawl right up under her neck and flip over on her back. And then she can't be mad at her.
Well, this one, she thinks she's human, so.
She's just enjoying the sunshine.
Yep. But she's actually sitting here on her butt. On my leg, she's like a kid.
Yeah.
Like I said, she's been here since birth. I mean, heck, we helped deliver this one. Say the first person you seen was me. And this one here, if she doesn't have daddy around, she gets upset. Okay. Yeah, I know. It smells like Mom's cooking bacon and eggs.
We should be getting close to the critical point on this print. Hopefully she'll go on through.
Yep.
Remove this laptop though while I'm in a total nerd mode right now, haha.
You're a nerd? Really? Never would have thought, Ben. Oh, man. Big old plate of turkey from yesterday. Better than turkey next day. You know, turkey's always better the next day because you don't have to clean up that big-ass mess and stuff.
You guys be on the lookout. The way this weather's been warming up, I'll show you the problem I wound up with last night. After I went to bed, some bird come in here and knocked this print off the bed and built a nest on my table. So be on the lookout. 9 millimeters away from finishing.
Morning, Tom.
Tommy Lama.
I try to hide it, but I can't. Full RGB keyboard. Nice. SHHH llama haha.
Why do you think everything's so funny?
Do what?
He always thinks everything's so funny.
Substers.
Yeah.
Or at least he thinks he's funny. He always laughs at himself. You know? Yeah, my turkey's pretty good.
Great video, Tom. Mama always tells me crap.
Yeah? Is that all he tells you is crap? Doesn't tell you nothing serious?
Well, it's either that or I'm like you and a Rudy.
Oh. Man, I wish that fan down there had a remote control cord so I didn't have to bend over to turn it on and off.
Oh.
I know, man. It's all the way down on the floor and crap.
Damn. Poor Mike.
I'm telling you.
But when you fall asleep and fall on the floor, turn it on then.
I have not done that. I don't care what anybody says. I will not admit to that one. Falling asleep, I'll admit to, but on the
I give hot crap. Cause he's a tough old bird and can take it. Winking face LOL.
Well.
Got any burn marks in the new bench top yet?
Oh, yeah.
Do you?
Oh, yeah. I can't count that high.
You still sticking with the story that was soldering iron burns?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
No.
Just checking.
There's only one long one, though. There's only one long one.
Those damn kids playing with the soldering iron.
I know it. I didn't leave my shit alone. That wouldn't happen.
Old bird hardly. Thanks at PT3D.
Yeah, I just noticed that you put another video out. I was going to watch it, but we were live streaming. God damn, my turkey's good. All right, what are we going to do? I'm going to figure out how I'm going to reach that one. From there to here.
Ben, you going to put more channels on your Discord?
I don't know. I didn't get an invite to his Discord. I got a question about that Discord. No, some people you can't send messages to because you don't share the same server. The hell's that
So
mean?
what were your thoughts? Mike MT customer decided to be annoying.
Damn customers. Yeah. Hang on. I'm still thinking about it, actually.
I got one for you, Ben. Have you ever had somebody follow you through the house and watch you do repairs on their furnace and air conditioner with a video camera? I have.
Because they know you and they know you're going to screw up.
No, and we about got into it. The owner wasn't there. The guy, the dad. So he couldn't be there when I was there to do PM work on his air conditioner. So he had his son follow me with his cell phone, videotaping everything that I did. And when I come in, he asked, and I said, I don't give a shit. You know, you can video. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, and you'll see what I'm going to do. So I went through and did it. I cleaned everything up. It was a clogged condensate drain was the big issue. So I cleared that and got everything cleaned up. And they didn't want to pay. They said, well, we'll go to the office and we'll pay tomorrow. I was like, I can't do that. You're supposed to pay at the time of service. So she called her husband, and her husband was an engineer. And he got on there, and he was wanting me to – he was an ass. And he's like, I want you to tell my wife that the reason you had to fix that air conditioner is because she's not keeping the house clean enough. And that's what plugged up the drain. And I said, look, buddy, and she was standing right there. I said, if you want me to tell your wife that she's not cleaning the house well enough and that that's the cause of the problem, I'll do that if you'll pay your bill. Oh, man, that pissed him off. That pissed her off. I called the office, and she said, just come on back. I'll take care of it. So he come in there the next day, and he come looking for me, and she called and told me that he was there. I said, I'll be right there. And she said, no, you don't leave the job. You stay right there. I don't want you anywhere near this place. We was going to have at it.
Hell yeah, man. Game on. Ben, and I was just joking with you. I did get it already. I already joined your server or your channel. So I've been invited. That is a server. Okay.
More than once, huh? I only had one. Only had one videotape it, but whatever.
No, it's oozing no matter what we do. And now before you Craig.
Well, you're mean, so they're hot.
Before you
Architects and engineers.
Before you changed your nozzle, though, it wasn't doing that, right? Greg? It started doing that after you changed your nozzle, and then you changed it back, and it kept on doing it. Right? Now, did you change the nozzle or the whole hot end? No, you changed the whole hot end. And the firmware and everything, because you had to add another extruder motor and tell it when to extrude. Something with the firmware. That's what it is. You go back to your original firmware?
Entire hot end.
Yeah. You changed the entire hot end back to the 2? Or no? Because I know you got the new hot end and you changed it to a 3 mixing nozzle. And then did you change the hot end back to the original 2 mixing nozzle? And the hot end all in one piece, right? And then did you put the firmware back to a 2 mixing nozzle? I'm thinking that's what your problem was. There's something different in the 2 firmwares that's making it ooze out. When you updated that firmware to that 3 mixing nozzle, it did something.
2 MIX nozzle is an issue.
I thought you said it did it with that one too. I thought you said it did it with the 2 and the 3 now. Okay. What's it? Okay, just let me look at. Oh, mine's right here. Hang on. What's that called?
Only firmware change is the new stepper and box algorithm.
What's that whip wall or I forget what it's called, where you stop extruding.
It did, but it was a jam issue in 2 TO1 mix, hence why they sent the upgrade.
Okay.
At Hawk 3D Proto message in your Discord.
This right, I'm looking right now, so I'm looking at Kira. Well, Once that call door, you whip wall or over, you shut the
White wall?
extruders off before the end of your get to the end, you know. Somebody just did a video on that. Whip walls. Horizontal. Table ironing. God damn, I should have done that. All thickness layers. Well, you stop extruding like a half. Yeah, I don't know. Stop extruding like a half a millimeter before you get to the end. Or Maker's News just did something on that. He just did a video on that. Maker's News did.
On coasting?
Is it coasting? Yeah. Coasting. Have you tried that? Let me go look at Maker's News. Because he had one where it like zigzags and drives around inside and stuff. And I forget what
no. Yeah, that'd be wiping inside the infill.
Yeah.
Coasting.
Yeah, coasting. Have you tried messing with coasting settings?
You're probably not getting enough travel for coasting to affect on that test. You might in an actual big print, but those two little posts, there's not enough.
Oh, no, you will.
Is it an option in SLIC3R?
I don't know Slicer, so I have no idea.
I don't know either. Well, I mean, I'm trying just to...
Those small tests, I find it doesn't give enough time.
Hey, David. Hey, Joe.
Yeah, they're not going to have time to get up to full speed, so jerk and coast and corners and all that stuff, none of that's going to
said to use LOL.
Yeah.
Morning, David Olson.
Yeah, I figured you watched it.
But there's also a setting that...
also an issue on Kulikat. Retraction % before wipe helps also.
Retraction % before... Yeah.
Good morning, everyone.
Where was I now? Yeah, I mean, it's so hard never messing with them nozzles, though, the mixing nozzles, so that's the hard part. You know.
Show. David.
I mean, I'm not saying I don't want to play with one, but you're the boss on that stuff, man. If you can't figure it out, holy smokes, we're all in a world of hurt then, buddy. Did you click on this one? Come on, you stupid ass thing. Well, I don't know. It won't even let me go there, so my computer's just being stupid. It literally will not let me click on that.
Honestly, it's my only issue. LOL. Other than that, it prints amazing.
Yeah, but I mean, it's kind of a big issue. When the prints are not working
Be
like
back in 5.
Okay, we'll be here in 5.
Nope.
When the prints are looking like schlit, you know, it's kind of an issue. You know. I guess you just hit it with the damn
At Greek 3D Printing Space, how are you doing?
He just left. He'll be right back.
Morning, everyone.
Hey, Robert. Good morning.
Good morning. Over.
Just turkey up some. Well, yeah, everybody's gone today. Well, that's what I have to think. Right here. No more stringing. I do 3 stringing. And it's under 3, but I don't know why it wouldn't work with other printers. But then again, that's a mixing nozzle, so who knows? Because I have no idea about the mixing nozzles. That's what I do. I try to watch that video and listen to that a little bit. 4 weeks ago, that one was. Boy, was I off, huh? I gotta try to figure out how I'm gonna get to that printer. Now, there's a tornado. I think it has a. It already has a bootloader, don't it? I don't know. I guess I'm the only one with one of them, so I don't know how much trouble. Are you cold? Are you down there by your heater? Oh, there, Dookie Dog. He's got to find the right wire here, man. Go into the box of wires. See what we can do. There's a long one. My wife's got my other extension cable. Yeah. Damn, woman. So,
I'll be back in a few minutes.
okay. Gotta find the long enough cable. Well, I guess we should do the under first, and seeing how it's right here. That's a cell phone. What's up, sure. Now we'll do this one first. Oh man, I gotta put that damn camera anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. Okay. Oh man, I gotta put this away on somewhere. Alright. There's a cable. I don't need that annoying thing on there, do I? We'll take this thing in. Online there. I suppose I have to spin this over here. This one's pretty long. It might make it back of the booter. This might make it to the back of the booter. Holy shnikes, Batman. What, Butley? I know you want to come up here for one reason only. This one. Well, that's what I was going to do. I was just going to use that one all night. I remember now. I was going to use this one. I just got to find it, though. Hang on. It's down in there somewhere. There it is. Unplug that one. Doing just got to reach around. And it looks like I can maybe even reach out on me. I ain't be able to reach everything, maybe. So let me go try the tomato first. All right, man. We got so much cable now. We can go change it. See that? Right on in there. All right. Turn my printer back on. Feed the dog. Some stuff. And so now he is going to pull out the chat so I can see the chat. Put that somewhere. Pop you out. Shrink you down. What kind of mess you making there, eh?
A little bit of everything.
Oh, dang it.
Trying to finish counting up all my brackets and stuff to make sure I got in everything enough to do the hypercube and the school project.
Oh. Okay.
And I was short a few brackets, but I just found some more.
All right. Figure down an inch. I'm gonna share screen. So I try to screw up the tomato. No. There it is. Hey. No, that's not it. That's not what I thought it was. Gotta put that back. Read what you're doing, dummy. Volcano. Keep on going. TM3. And it's going to go down further. He's got them alphabetically anyways. E. F. Tabs. Tornado. All right. Now, which one? OEM. Probably that one, huh? OEM.
Yeah.
Morning, peoples.
Morning.
Okay, I'm back.
Slug, what's going on, my friend? Well, Ben, I'm totally at a loss with it because I do not have any mixing nozzles, so boot screen is no, we don't want to. I'm totally at a loss because
Slug Prince warning.
I do not know anything about them, and you've tried everything that I would. Oh no, you don't want to do that. You tried everything that I would.
Even Chris Riley was at a loss.
Yeah, I know. Oh, really? He's at a loss, so you ask my dumbass? There you go. There's a way not to get anything figured out. No, I know. Everybody might have a different idea. I understand that. But if you're using an easy D2, please follow the.
Exactly, LOL.
Yeah. I mean, everything that I can think of, you basically have done. You've talked to the manufacturer already. Get everything that they said. I don't know. Send it back to them. Tell them to send you another 2 nozzle. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, brother. I don't know if Iron Joe has any ideas or.
The Chris Riley. LOL.
I don't know if he messes with any mixing nozzles.
LOL, they did that too.
Tools.
I dual extrude that off mix.
How do you find what COM ports everything's into?
Do you have the board hooked up?
Yeah, I got it plugged in. Should it be turned on or just running off the power?
Should be just running off the COM port.
Okay, so I should shut it off then?
What kind of mixing nozzle are we talking about?
Doesn't really matter.
Okay, then I'll leave it on.
Probably going to be on COM 4 then.
Use device manager.
I guess we can just check it then, huh? See if it works.
Yeah.
Run a check. I mean, all I did is uncommented the 2 lines. I don't know if we have to do more than that.
Zone star 3 TO1. Select auto port.
I don't think that was an option. That wasn't an option. Yeah, and then this is from the okay. Thought I uncommented the freaking printer, you dirty zombie. Figure H. Right there. It's uncommented. Or do I have any more uncommented in here, maybe? I guess we can look for that. Maybe that's why. Maybe I have more than one uncommented.
So, nope. Uncommented. Did you save the file?
I didn't save nothing, man. I was just checking to see if it would.
If you uncomment it, you want to save it, close it, and get back into it.
I want to save. Save this configure.h, you mean?
No, just if you change it, just get out of it. It'll save it and then get back into it.
Well, no, where'd I get it though? Okay. Now we gotta go find it again. Right there it is. And this ain't it though. This is that 1.8. This is the wrong one. Darn it all. Yeah, that's the wrong one. That ain't it. I want this one. There. There it is. I found it now. Right. So you're saying that should still be uncommented in the tomato?
Yep.
Okay, we'll go look, take a gander, and then we'll check it again. Yeah, that is. Holy shnikes.
Yeah.
So I'll run the verify again.
Yep.
Okay.
Mike, send link.
Mike, send link. Okay, I can do that. I'm gonna go here. Copy. Close. You are pretty demanding. Mike, send link. Bam! No, you bum. You know, the one day I didn't send it to you.
Good morning, folks.
Good morning, Mr. Buttram. And it still did it.
Here, read this. No.
Slugs here. At Slug Prince.
Oh, looks like kind of like there's one uncommented it to me, ain't it? I don't have to take that hashtag off, do I?
Nope.
No? Okay. Because that's uncommented all freaking day long, or do I have to uncomment this one? Cool.
Uncommon everything, Mike.
This one too?
I don't know. I don't even know what the hell's going on. I'm driving.
Oh, thanks, you wedge. What's going on?
It'll generally tell you there.
I figured it'd be easier for me to go over everything because I feel like I'm not getting all my information across.
Yeah, no, it's definitely easier this way.
Right, so here's what I've done. I've probably done a half a kilogram's worth of those retraction tests.
Yeah.
Now this is just a 0.4 millimeter nozzle. I have two of the ports plugged on the 3-to-1 just so that I could get this fixed, right?
3D printing space.
So I've done everything from 0 to 24 millimeters of retraction at 150 millimeter a second retraction speed. I've done pretty much everything. Different types of PLA or brands. I've done different temperatures. I've done temp towers to zero it in, and it's just getting worse. That's why Chris Riley had mentioned do a hardened nozzle.
Yeah.
Because he thinks what's happening. Because I used white, inland white. I'm wondering if it maybe possibly bored it out.
That could be. I mean, you don't have any other nozzles just to throw in there quick?
No, the only other nozzle I have left is so jam-packed full of something that it's never going to be the same. I mean, I might as well just melt it down and make a necklace out of it. It's that bad.
Wow, that's crazy.
The only thing I've found on a lot of those smaller retraction tests and stuff like that is it's not a true representation of how it's going to print because it doesn't give it enough time to cool the part to cool off.
No, I understand what you're saying. So here's what led me to the retraction test.
There's a
When
joke to be made
I
there.
first started, this retraction nightmare I'm doing now, I did a female warrior. It's like a sculpture type thing. And when it got to the parts, any type of area that was open between the print,
Yeah.
it just globbed like a son of a bitch. I mean, there was no spider webbing. It was full on glob, like you guys, the reef, as you guys were calling it. So I was like, okay, maybe my retraction's wrong, because I had done all of Zone Star's original settings that they tell you to set up on their Google Drive. I was like, okay, maybe this is the problem. So 12 millimeter retraction. That's what they wanted at 60 millimeters a second. I tried all that. Nothing worked. It just kept getting worse. So then I'm like, okay, I guess I got to do a retraction test, because that's what I did on my other mixing nozzle on my smaller printer. And I zeroed that thing into where I get super smooth prints.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, this specific printer just has it out for me. And I'm at my wit's end,
The only other thing I've found out is, especially with the mixing nozzles, is the way the heat distributes itself throughout the heads and throughout the nozzles to melt stuff is woefully just inconsistent between the different nozzles. It causes all kinds of
Well, there's only one nozzle.
Oh, you're only doing a single nozzle?
Well, it's 3 ports into one nozzle.
Into one nozzle.
Yep, it kind of reminds you of one of the, what is that, the E3D?
Yep.
3-to-1s, or whatever. Yep. Everybody calls them something weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, it reminds you of that. It's round. It's got a hell of a heat break on it. And then it's just a round head that all 3 nozzles go into equally. And there's one heater for all 3. So, I mean, it's not like I have 3 different nozzles cause an issue. Like I got one oozing because it's heated up by the heater from the other nozzle. It's not like that. It's literally 3-to-1 mixing.
Yeah, either that, or when it's doing the retraction, it's only doing the retraction on the one filament. And still
it should.
Yeah. I'm just thinking if it, once it's done with the other one, one of the other ones, if it does its retraction, it doesn't, like there's just so much residual pressure in between the three inputs to that one output.
Right. Well, that's why they tell you to retract 12 millimeters. When I first saw that, I'm like, what the hell? Do you want me to just jam this son of a bitch up now?
Yeah. Yep. I mean, that's even like the Cyclops I was using. That I was running that at like 8.5.
Right.
And the only other thing I found that helped on the Cyclops was actually turning the retraction speed down a little bit.
Right.
Because for some reason, when it did the fast retraction, it just didn't bring the pressure down.
That's something else I tried. I did go down to 30 millimeters a second at one point.
Yep.
Bad idea.
And it just left too much pressure in that head.
It was almost a solid wall.
Yeah.
It didn't look like a reef anymore. It looked like a wall. It looked like I was doing a bridging test.
Yeah. The only, I don't know. Trying to think about the only other thing I could probably suggest would be, I mean, there's no real, there's not like a silicone sock you can put on those because they're such an oddball shape.
I mean, I've actually put high temperature silicone on one of my other ones.
Yeah.
To try to separate it, thinking, okay, maybe the hot end's cooling off, and it's having some kind of back pressure, because even when it's retracting, it's still it's not actually pulling back. And I tried that, and it didn't work. So I peeled the silicone off because it was giving me all kinds of temperature problems. Because the way this one's set up the heat break has two 40mm fans on them.
Yeah.
It's huge. And I reprinted the duct that goes on the nozzle. I went back to the old one.
For the part.
And yeah, it's crazy. I don't know what else I can do. I even raised the part cooling fan so it hits the tip of the nozzle quite a bit, just to see if maybe that would help. And nothing. It has done nothing to change anything. It's progressively getting worse, which is why I think Chris Riley's thinking maybe hardened nozzle should save this.
Well, that's what I was kind of just going to ask, is about the nozzles, if you're running brass or running.
Well, because I'm still doing the review on this, I'm doing stock brass, but I'm going to have to tell Zone Star, I'm sorry I had to go to the hardened because the stock brass doesn't work. So then I start looking at all their documentation online and the pictures and stuff that they've sent me, you know, their PR department sent me. And I called them out last night because I finally saw it. They never really show the print head other than when they're showing the actual part that they sell in the AliExpress store.
So they might
I'm like, you guys are using a hardened nozzle, aren't you?
Yeah.
Of course, they're on holiday right now, so I'm not going to get an answer until I think the 15th or 16th.
I was going to say that's about the only other thing, because I switched over to the stainless nozzles. Even though they don't conduct heat as well, I found that it does cut back on the stringing.
Well, that's the funny thing. So my other 2-to-1 mixing nozzle on my smaller printer, that they actually sent me that one too. They sent me the upgrade kit for that one.
LOL.
I put a hardened nozzle on it immediately, and I never had an issue with it. So I'm starting to wonder if that really is it. Like that tip just gets too hot.
Yeah.
And I checked it with a thermal camera. It does stay right around 210.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I believe you're on the right track with changing it up to a hardened nozzle.
Yeah, I guess I don't really have a choice now, but I just want this thing to print because, you know, I want to bring the Z9 to Murph so people can see how stout Zone Star made this printer.
Yeah, yep. I mean, that's where I got my Cyclops that I run, and like I said, I switched that over to a stainless, and that's because of the stringing issue.
Right.
I mean, everybody's
funny, when I first got this printer, I had the 2-to-1 mixing nozzle. That's what came with it. And before it jammed up, those Predator Action pliers, I printed a set of those, and those sons of bitches actually worked right off. I mean, stock firmware, no changes, anything. It was assemble, level the bed, throw my little baby dragon on there because I don't print benchies. And I went with it, and it worked fine until I got some shit filament in there, and it jammed up that nozzle, and then it jammed up the entire hot end.
Oh.
There was something in that filament, and it messed it up. And the thing was, it was the filament they sent, which is why they sent me the replacement. And with the replacement came the upgrade kit to make it a Z9 M3.
Yep. But yeah, I had some problems with the mixing with the 3D Solutech.
I've heard that. I've heard that. There's a couple other guys I talked to that do mixing, and they've said that the best one that they have for mixing is AIO Robotic, but it's expensive.
Yeah. I've been running now the Zyltech filament.
Yeah.
I haven't mixed with it yet, but the carbon fiber and stuff, and the quality of the prints are just incredible. I'm super amazed with their carbon fiber stuff.
I wish I
I
could get up to temp for carbon.
It's just a PLA, so I'm just running it at 205.
Oh, really? because I max out at 235 on this.
Yeah, I'm running at 205. And, probably can't see it because you're driving, but
I have to take a look. I'm at a red light.
the finish on it is just...
Oh, it is nice. It's shiny.
And that is at 0.3 layer height.
Damn.
That's at 60 millimeters per second, and that's at 0.3.
With a 0.4 nozzle?
With a 0.4 nozzle.
Damn. Yeah, that's my next thing is, you know, I need to start printing at the 0.3 layer height on this printer. Because I stick to 0.15 to 0.2. And I need to get some bigger prints done for Murph, and that's why I've been trying, you know, desperately to get this done. Because, I mean, that thing does print very well at 150 millimeters a second.
Yeah.
Now that I've got – so get this. When I flash the firmware, and this is the first thing I noticed, I was doing the temp towers and everything, and it just seemed so pretty, but it was so fragile. So I started really looking into it and found out that it was stepping 83 for 100 millimeters. I'm like, you son of a bitch! I forgot Zone Star does that because their conversion that they use in their slicer puts it at 100. Well, they won't release the slicer settings that they use. They release slicer settings, but not theirs. Because their firmware and their G code that they, or their slicer and their G code startup that they do, automatically sets the extruder steppers, and they don't release that. But that's just because the engineer is kind of a prideful turd.
Yep.
But I will give them this: everything else that you ever want to know about a Zone Star is on their Google Drive, and it's not just one; it's all of them.
Yep.
And they allow people to edit it, so there's been Marlin updates for it and everything. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm about to do a 400 by 580 hypercube build.
Nice.
So it's all the stuff from Xialtech.
That's cool. Yeah, it was funny when I first was offered this printer, because I got it, you know, I'll be honest, I got it for 50% off. A $500 printer, I got it for $250 when it first came out. Couldn't say no. I was afraid because of the Tronxy X5 or whatever it is, 5X, the one that Chris Riley built and almost put his eye out because that 3D printed stepper bracket broke.
Yeah.
That was the first thing that went through my mind is I hope there are not a ton of 3D printed parts on this thing because I'll just send it back. And I got it, and it's all aluminum or steel plating. The only 3D printed part on that entire printer was the fan duct.
Yeah.
Which I was actually kind of happy about.
But yeah, I seriously believe that you're on the right track with getting in there and changing that to a hard nozzle.
Yeah, we'll see. My wife ordered it for me Sunday morning at like 1 a.m. So hopefully Amazon's feeling generous and going to get it to me by Wednesday.
Yeah. Well, should have been watching. Oh, man.
I don't know that I'd bet any money on that. The last thing I ordered from Amazon was an hour and 45 minutes away from me over in Ohio. And the tracking showed it going from Ohio to California, then from California back to Muncie, Indiana, and then from Muncie, Indiana down to me. So an hour 45 away.
In Ohio? We're at in Ohio.
Huh?
We're at in Ohio.
Urban Crest. On the other side of Dayton. East of Dayton.
Oh, okay. The other one that they built. Okay. I live in Cincinnati, dude.
Yeah. I was like, hell, I could have drove over and got it in 2 hours, you know?
Oh, I know. I live 40 minutes from the Hebron location. I got friends that work there. And I'd be like, hey, if I order something, can I just come pick it up? And they'd be like, no, we're not allowed to let anybody in the door. I'm like, bullshit.
Yeah, it's got to go through California first.
Yeah.
Yeah, luckily they're starting more of the Amazon Instant, which is, they got those drivers.
Yeah.
And they've done a lot of that in Cincinnati. I mean, I've seen, emergency parts for HVAC getting sent out, in less than an hour and a half, they're at your door. It's like, holy crap.
They won't do that down here. They haven't found anybody that can move fast enough. This is South Carolina. You can't find anybody that's got that much motivation.
There's good money in that. I knew somebody that used to be an expediter, and you pay a premium if you want it driven up there, man. We'll drive it right to you.
Yep.
They drive a state or two away, drop it off, call in and say, you got anything in the area? And they'd go pick something up, just like a trucker, but just in a cargo van or something.
Yep.
We had one last year, and I mean, it blew my mind. I got called out on a Saturday morning. Or no, Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning at 5 a.m. to place close to Greenville. And I had a compressor go out. So I'm looking around, calling all these places, opening supply houses, trying to find this compressor because, I mean, it's a Spectrum server room. Yeah. You don't let those go down.
Right.
So I'm calling and checking, and finally I find out, okay, well, I can get it from Cleveland. Call my boss, and my boss says, all right, go home, get a shower, get something to eat, because he knew I already had the old compressor out. And he says, and get back there around 2:30. And I said, okay. He goes, it'll be waiting. So I'm thinking, okay, he's going to drive up, meet somebody halfway. Oh, no, Uber driver. They paid an Uber driver to put this 560-pound compressor in the trunk of his car.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I'll bet that was fun.
Oh, yeah, because he was driving one of those, like, hybrid that's 99% electric with gas backup. Oh, yeah. He's like, yeah, I got from Cleveland to about 40 minutes from Columbus, and the gas kicked in.
Well, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, everybody.
I'm on here. I'm not helping the cause.
No.
I got the whole Shrek thing going. You're looking up my nose.
At least you cleaned it.
Did I? You want to check?
Don't see no big bugs up there, so you're all right.
There's no cubs in the bear cave, man. We're good. I like it. I like this. Drive an hour between jobs. I can actually get on and hang out with you guys.
Yeah, the one day I didn't send you a link, huh?
Balancing out the
right? Gotta love it.
All right, R2.
I can't thumbs down enough now that Ben's here.
Yeah.
I told you it happened.
Huh. It's supposed to be this board. I mean, this thing's just going to sit there and be a complete bear in the butt. We will have to different one. Do the under. What the hell's on this shit now? Figure H. Oh, maybe I just tried a different one for shits and giggles. Both came on in. See if it likes that one. Just irritating. Nope, didn't like that one either.
So how many of y'all gonna make it to Murph?
I am.
No, not me.
I mean, I got 100 maker coins already. I just want to make sure I got enough.
Well, there'll be more people than just people that are here.
Yeah, but I owe people that I know maker coins.
Well, you don't owe me one, so what do you
I'll be
worry?
there.
Yes, I do.
For
You
what?
gotta have one of my maker coins too.
I don't want one.
You don't want one of my little dragons? I see how you are.
I know.
MRRF.
Slow down. You tornado. Man, alive, this sucks.
I got like 50 of them in Steelers colors for all the Steelers fans out there.
Back to here. I don't have one of those stupid things.
He owes me one because I was instrumental in its creation.
Damn right. I'm guessing that was Buttram.
Yep.
So if it wasn't Buttram, it was Robbie Mack. Those two helped me get that maker coin going. Because I am dumb when it comes to design.
Man, come on now. Oh, we trying to get CR10.
Back again. LOL.
Mr. Ben, another Ben in the house.
What, Hockey Hawk? That's the other reason why I came on this morning. The other Ben got on here and was shining, so I had to get on here and try to outshine, but
Oh, yeah, but he can get on here too, you know. He does have a way of getting on here. I did send him a link.
Oh,
Yeah, so you say.
You sent him a link, but you said,
well, he was talking to me. I thought he actually might come on. But I guess not.
It was more at Robbie Mack than me, Ben. Number give my wingmen all the credit. Haha, hey Ben. Face with tears of joy, 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 face with tears of face with tears of joy, 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 face with tears of joy.
I'll be right back.
How's that migraine there, D?
Yeah, it just got worse. I looked. I got to pay my taxes.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Yeah, I got to make a call. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah. This thing driving me batshit crazy. It's supposed to be easy, right? Not.
what are you trying to do now, Mike?
Trying to flash tornado firmware.
You got to do that through Arduino, don't you?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's trying that with TH3Ds. Error. Read this. I'll give you something to read. No printer uncommented, but it is uncommented, you bugger. You know? And it's like, I never, ever, ever can do this, you know? It never can just go, you know?
Yeah, well, I did that flashing of the firmware video, and I couldn't believe how easy it was for the Zone Star. But that's just for hex files. That isn't for Marlin. Marlin's a bitch.
Yeah.
But you can still use the same firmware upload tool through Repeater. to do it for all zone star predators, whether it's marlin or hex. I found that out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this here is supposed to be easy. Go in here, go into your configure.h, uncomment the Tevo Tornado OEM.
Right.
And get it, and then do it. I'm checking it to see if I guess I could try to write to it, huh?
Yeah.
Reading it to it, but
I've been at Hawk Proto number Angry Elf.
Oh, I'm gonna give you an Angry Elf, you freaking bugger.
Isn't Hawk from is it Hawk in England?
Wales. No, not Wales. I forget. Where the hell are you from, Ben? I forget where the hell he's from. Afghanistan or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I am.
From Afghanistan?
UK in the north, in West Yorkshire.
Yorkshire. That's right. I knew it was named after a dog or something,
So we can call him a PC and really offend him.
Okay.
The fire alarm just went off in my office. The second bed posted the loud noises. Mike talks crap and is yelling. Asterisk Ben.
That's right. So get it straight.
I'm yelling?
No, me.
Oh.
I yell all the time, don't you know?
Yeah, I know.
If I quit yelling now, maybe somebody would watch the stream, right?
Nah. People like to watch people rage.
Angry Elf.
I'm going to give you an Angry Elf, old man. I'm going to come through this monitor and kick you in your asshole, yo.
Number all the bins.
Number of?
Ben.
Yeah.
Well, we got Ben and assholeo.
Yeah, Ben, what's up?
This program is free stuff, but it doesn't work, so.
You try Mike. I double dare you. Ben 1 and Ben 2.
You're outnumbered already, Mike.
I know it.
Help me sort that elf out. He's angry, please, Ed.
I don't know
I don't
what I
think
can do
Ed's
for
got
you,
the license
Ben.
for that.
At least it's not bent over. LOL.
Wow. Calm down there, Benji. Calm down, Benji.
I'm just scared I'm going to smoke something with this on.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning, I guess.
Well, I got the link, but I don't want to return it unless it's on there, because now I feel
I probably don't need this sound. No, so you don't blow that part out. I'm just looking through my wiring quick. Need an end stop wire there. Got both of them in there. Gotta hook that up. That thing's giving me a pain in the butt, so I figure I'd come over here maybe.
Tears of joy face with 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 stuck out tongue and tightly closed eyes face with stuck out tongue and tightly closed eyes face with stuck out tongue and tightly closed eyes face with stuck out tongue and tightly closed eyes face with stuck out.
Hey, there's Ricky Tanner. He's still alive.
Morning, Ricky.
Ricky Tanner. I can't see chat, but hi, buddy.
Hey, Rudolph, Red-Nosed Reindeer's here, too. You better say hi to him.
Who?
I'm just messing with him, man.
I saw Ricky on Discord. I saw he was green light on Discord this morning.
Yeah, I messaged him, and I said, why don't you stop by?
Oh,
And
you
say
think
hi
you did.
that time.
Maybe you did. Maybe you didn't hit enter.
Oh, he's been yelling so much.
My God, Ben.
Benji, calm down.
Where's that one at? I'm missing another one now. I know, angry elf. I know. Oh, it's right here.
LOL, Ben.
Where the hell is it? There we go. Oh, and I show you what I did here, guys? All these stupid enders with the
Benji. Who's Benji?
with the stupid end stops on the Y here. I don't know if you can see that, probably not. Maybe with this one you may be able to, but spin it back around. Right here, they have it so the little clicker is always upside down and it likes to fall forward. So I just put longer screws in it and flip the whole freaking board over so now it's hanging down the way it's supposed to be, the freaking morons. I don't know why they didn't do that right.
Oh, good Ricky. Benji the Benji.
Bunch of morons.
ID10Ts, man. ID10Ts. That's what we all are. Y'all can stare at my ceiling.
What'd you do with your seals, Don?
My seals? I trained them.
You said something about seals.
I said y'all can look at my ceiling.
Oh, ceiling.
Yep.
Ah, very good then.
I removed all my licenses so you guys didn't steal my identity.
Busy. Mike, stop yelling.
I'm not gonna stop yelling. I can yell all day long if I want to. So bugger off.
You think Mike yells? You should hear me on my live streams when I get killed.
No kidding. No kidding. He gets all kinds of angry elf on there.
Damn right.
Have cake ID 10T error.
That one. I'm going to try to tighten up a few screws here. Because. Alright. Almost there.
Error no disassemble.
Oh, yeah, it gets disassembled quite often. My wife's having problems with that stupid. She went to her cable company to get a freaking. Oh, there it is. Angry Elf.
Need input at Hawk 3D Promo.
Too bad, Hawk.
Thank you yet.
You getting none. You see what? Did you see that?
And
See what?
Just wait. I got to block it on Ed. Go ahead, Ed.
Ah.
Bite.
I'll bite you. Let me find it.
Ed face with tears up, joy 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 face with stuck out tongue and ring, my face with stuck out tongue and ring, my face with stuck out tongue and ring.
So now we unplug this. Oops, I need this to come over a little bit. So this is going to be really neat once I get it all together. Just plug that right into there. And it doesn't come on, why not? It's not supposed to come on when you do that? Huh. My phone got powered on that one.
Yes. While the hashtag angry elf.
Give you an angry elf.
Yeah.
https://foo.gl/images/z5xoab. Check that link, haha.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Fine. Free pizza? I love free pizza. Yeah, nice. Okay.
Pizza.
Not what I wanted to do. Okay, Ben. I got your angry elf now.
Uh-oh.
Let me go here. Let me go image. Let me kill a camera. Nope, not that one. Not that
Pizza is better in the US, so much variety.
one. There we go.
Yeah, no shit. We'll put anything on pizza.
Okay, not that one. Image 2. Okay. Oh, yeah. What do we got? No, let's just go desktop. Ah!
Angry Elf Pizza.
Yeah, I got
I like breakfast pizza.
So then I gotta get rid of that one. And I gotta get
What is
that
Mike
one.
rambling about now?
Oh, Mike's
With eggs and
doing
bacon and
stuff.
white gravy.
There you go, Ben. All for you. Sounds like John, yeah.
Good John. LOL.
There you go, Ben. Get me demonetized or copyright infringement crap again.
Face with tears of joy.
I bet. Ah, this was supposed to light up, wasn't it? Corey lighting up. Scared to turn it on again. I turned it on once.
You still in there, Ricky?
Yeah, he's there somewhere. He just said something. Just a minute ago. Oh, that didn't work either. Ah! This is supposed to work. I don't know why it's not. It's not. It's not working.
Are you going to be streaming tomorrow? We've been missing you.
Yeah.
Rumor was you were quitting.
He ain't quitting. We won't allow it.
I wouldn't think so, but we ain't seen much of him lately.
Ricky's a busy guy.
That scares me
I only
now.
missed 2 streams.
Hey, I was sitting on YouTube, kept refreshing, thinking, all right, Ricky's going to be on soon. Ricky's going to be on soon. Nope, no Ricky.
Think them two out.
Week and a half.
Okay, let's try this again. Oh, that smoke scared me. I'm like, that ain't my screen, is it? You putting all that smoke up there, man, when I'm working on a freaking thing?
I'm allowed to. And I'm not.
ER wait 3.
And it's funny, today actually marks
Ricky is
4
far more
months
sensible than Mike.
where I quit
Oh,
smoking.
Thought he smoked another board.
He didn't smoke it, he vaped it.
Oh, I'm having a problem,
Yo,
though.
what's up, all?
I don't know who is it. Hey, Scalda, what's going on?
Scalda! What's up, my
It's
friend?
Scalda.
I've had a long time, you know, something. What the hell's going on?
Yo, Hawk.
Yes.
No, I'm just jumping around. Okay. I don't know. I can't get the damn thing turned on now again. I just can't get nothing to work today. The hell?
Back soon. Later's potatoes.
Later's potatoes.
See you later, Dan.
Have fun.
I should probably pull this off before I get in trouble. Browse. I don't know.
Not a lot made. I'm doing mystery box work at the moment, but I really need to get the Core A8 out and get it running. Later's Hawk. You've been most entertaining. Hawk.
I'm waiting to hear that one more message from Hawk with 900 faces on it.
Thanks.
Yeah, I know. Now I'm back on and do a little transfer animation. There we go. There, that's better. Guys, and I put all my stepper drivers in and now it don't turn on. Does that make any freaking sense at all?
No.
Thank you. I didn't get no smoke anyways.
That's why anytime I change out a stepper driver, I check it with thermal camera the minute I turn it on. Is it getting hot yet? I need to order a couple more 2208s. So once I get my third extruder motor, I can get it 3-to-1 mixing official.
Well, all I did is hooked everything up, you know, since I've done this last. Okay, that's all good. I hooked up all the wires. And now it don't work. Cool. So I unplug these. Take the stepper drivers off now, I guess. I need to get them out if I didn't have such big sausage fingers. I'll take these out once and see if it turns on, huh?
That's why I use jeweler's pliers. They got the rubber tips on them. You grab a hold of it, doesn't ground anything out.
Well, it's unplugged. So it should
Still,
be
static.
I ain't got no static. I'm static free, man.
I'm glad you are. I'm so freaking woolly. All I got to do is sneeze and I'm charged.
Can't help it. You're a woolly mammoth.
Damn right. Keeps me warm in the winter.
There you go. All right. We'll try it again. Plug it back in. That's plugged in. That's plugged in. That's plugged in. Yeah, because yesterday we had lights and everything yesterday. No, we ain't got no lights anymore.
Ruh-roh. Did you blow a fuse?
Oh, time to pull out the old meter, huh? If I can find it. There it is. There it is. We found it. Make sure we got some voltage coming over this direction. To the old border roll. Which way are we here? Because yesterday, remember, we turned this on and it worked. It worked, actually. So, and what do I want it on the squiggly line? AC? No. Voltage. Where's DC? Which one's DC?
DC is the one that's not AC?
You think so?
Sometimes.
24 volts coming in. My board lighting up now. Mr. D.
Loop protection.
My goddamn board ain't lighting up again.
What's right?
The board's not lighting up. I took the step drivers back out.
Okay.
Well, because the board wasn't lighting back up, you know? When I turn it on, the board doesn't light up. There, now it did. Oh, it did for a half a second. So,
Your stepper driver set too high?
right?
Drawn too much?
No, you got a loose connection.
I have 24 volts going to the board. I turn the light on. The red light comes on for a half a second and then shuts off.
Well, you got something shorted on the board.
How the hell?
5 volt. You have something hooked to the 5 volt line, or?
Well, kind of, but it isn't connected to anything. Well, we'll just start unplugging one thing at a time. How about that?
Yeah.
That's real troubleshooting right there.
There.
Isolate and conquer.
Well, it was this one right here.
Huh?
It's this one right here.
What's that go to?
Goes to the X end stop.
So you got them hooked to the wrong pins because it's shorting out the 12 volt line.
Oh. So go to the other two. There you go. Okay.
Not too good to do that too long because it'll burn the board up.
It wasn't that long. Well, see, I wasn't sure which one they went to, and so I just had to put them in there just for the time being.
Well, that's how we cook boards.
I like my boards
But
extra
there's 3
crispy.
pins, and we only have a 2-pin wire here.
Yeah, I gotta look on the schematic that I sent you. Check the
I did. I did look on there. I did. But should I put these stepper drivers back in now, huh?
yeah.
Should I put them in one at a time too, huh? Maybe.
Put one in each socket.
One per socket?
Yep.
All right, so far so good.
Back. What did
Well, we thought we were supposed to another board, but we didn't.
Well, gentlemen, I am out. I have arrived at my customer's house, finally.
Oh, now you're done with us, huh?
Well, I'm done. I'm done in this part of the chat, but I'll be back. Don't you worry. That's a fair warning for everybody. This ugly mug will be back. So I'll see you guys later.
All right.
By Ben 3D gateway.
Flashlight news. How back on? I swear to God, I lose that thing about 6 times a day. Or every time I let's take these two back. Try these two again. Just 5 volts on here. See boot screen.
Eye candy for the blind, maybe.
You eat candy for the blind, maybe. What the hell's that mean? Anybody understand that? Okay. Now, of course, I had it right the first time, I think. There we go. Now we have a display, kind of. What does it mean when your display lights up but nothing comes on?
You probably don't have firmware in it.
Oh.
There's nothing to run it. It's kind of hard for it to come on when there's no firmware in there.
Okay, man. Okay. Go back to firmware. Seeing how the tomato was giving me so much problems,
Tornado.
I figured we'd come over here to the yonder. Over yonder here.
Yonder.
Yeah, we'll try the old yender. Okay, well, we gotta redefine you.
Light is on. Nobody is home.
I know it. I'm telling you, there ain't nobody home in the attic. Alright. Right. Okay, which one is this? Under 3. Under 2. No, it's under 3. Okay, this is far from OEM, right? Or is it still considered that OEM?
Still considered OEM.
Okay. So now we can check it to see if it works in this one. These have a bootloader on them, right? They should, I guess. They're empty. Maybe
No, not all.
No, it doesn't?
No?
Oh, so I got to put a bootloader on there?
Yep. That's
So
why that's why TH3D has a big old section where they step you right through how to put the bootloader on, upgrade the firmware for all the enders.
Okay, well, I thought it had a bootloader on it.
No, it's
I didn't know.
well, no, that you have the upgraded board, so no, that's fine. Or are you still running the original board there?
This is the board that you sent me.
Okay, well then it's fine. If it was the original board, they don't have a bootloader.
Okay, well, it's still trying to compilate the sketch. Come on, chip. I never did check to see what was on the right COM port or anything. It should be.
Well, if you just checking it, it won't look at the COM port yet.
Yeah, I don't have one. Okay, I gotta try that again. I didn't even have a COM port selected. Yeah, it might like that, huh? There we go. All right, let's try that again. If it doesn't recognize it, just, I'm going to be off the handle. It probably won't. That's my luck, Oh, still no sound. Why can't it understand these damn boards here?
Depends on if you have.
At Mr. Budrum, did you get the fire out in your office?
I held my mouse up.
No fire. Alarm just went off once. One thing.
Hey. I don't know if I did this right now.
LOL, Ed got that reference.
Go find us another CR10, CR10, CR20, and it was 2.5 3/4. Check. So what's it scored? It can't be the score, but if it yes. First crack. Let's try this again. Here. Adrenal as ISP. No, that's supposed to be the MK2, ain't it?
Hold on.
The programmer. I don't know what it's supposed to be.
I remember.
Because it's got an adrenal as ISP. Below. Do not use for adrenal flash. Okay.
RB Arduino Mega 2560.
Yeah, got that.
For Marvin.
Got that.
Hold on.
Oops, make sure the Sanguino form is in the tools. What? From the tools. Sanguino.
Sanguino.
Yeah, where is that? I forget what that is now. Hang on, let me share screen again. Man, there's my message this time. I'm going to lock it on me for a moment, though.
Go up to tools.
Tools.
Okay, go down to the board.
This one? That don't make no sense. Does
Board,
it?
go to board manager. Install, go all the way down the bottom, see if Sanguino's there.
No. Make sure. That's a.
It's ANGU.
It's not there.
No. Close that. Go to tools.
What is that bottom one?
Man, go down and Sanguino there.
I'll try it.
Go.
I was going to try it. All right. That's what its file or error was. Or what do you want me to do? I can still do it.
That's all right, you got to let it finish.
Warning LL.
Good morning. How you doing? Trying to F up some firmware onto one of these 3D printers right now. Because it is being uphill this morning. Let me help you get turned back up. Come on.
Still compiling.
Yeah, I know. It's just being a turtle.
Good morning at E. Ortiz. Doing good.
Oh, shit, that's right. Sorry, I forgot about that.
There's Clyde.
Morning, Clyde.
Right turn.
Well, he's working on it. He's trying to get in there.
There's where I'd want to do that. Oh, they don't have it here. Okay. Now, do you want me to do something else now?
No, I'm just checking on this. 16 megahertz. Go down to the processor. That's all that it has, so okay. You should be able to click on get board info.
Yeah, oh no, that was on another one.
Yeah, that right there.
Yeah, no, it doesn't like it.
Unknown board. Well, I'm just making sure it's communicating. That's all I wanted to see there.
Oh, okay. What do you think? Try it again or what?
Yep.
Okay. Going on there. There we go again. Oh, that's right. I did on. That's when it let me start doing this. You know, when I undid the uncommented the Ender 3 up top.
Yeah.
I identify the Ender 3, and then identify the third. I mean, that's what I'm looking further than where we're at now, or when it asks for the Sanguino board. Swear I did that with a damn tomato too. I could be wrong. If I did, I put it back. Alright. How you doing, Clyde?
I don't know yet.
What's it gonna do? All the way green, come on, finish, make it work, baby. Let me burn this bad boy. Come on, chug-a-lug. Stuck.
Okay. Let me get back to this.
Oh, come on now. Smoke on the board, so that's always a good sign. It's sitting and thinking, man. Guess you don't have to sit and look at it until it does something, I guess. Oh, I better adjust Clyde a little bit too. Sketch it up. Getting ready for work. The Big E.
Good morning, Mr. Ortiz.
Come on. God, you wouldn't think it would take this long. It ain't writing nothing on the screen. It's just sitting there all green saying, oh, man, we're good to go. But it doesn't say good. Clyde Monsters here.
I agree. You saw me break it here first.
What are them, a bunch of T-nuts? Oh, done. Hey, look at that. It worked. Now I can burn it?
If it already uploaded, probably. What does it say there?
No, all I did is checked it. I just checked it. I didn't try uploading it.
Okay.
I just, So now I can click this button here. And then I should end up with something on there. Oh, wow, is this going to be neato? So excited. It might take an hour or two, but I'll get her there. Maybe. Oh, sure, now it's going. An error occurred while uploading the sketch. What the frickin' hell?
You got to go through and take a look for that board to see, make sure you have all the correct settings, the board and everything selected correctly.
So I gotta go through here and look for it.
No, it's already compiled. It means everything there is good. It's going to be up under tools.
Oh. So we gotta try to go back to that Adreno, the 20s, this one, right?
Yep.
Supposed to be that one.
Yep.
I don't remember it wouldn't let us do that last time, but we'll try it. We will definitely try. Before it said it needed the Seguino board, remember?
Gotta check the COM port and baud rate.
Oh, COM port's right. Quit doing that. That's right. And 5. What do you get, baud rate?
No, you don't have to worry about the baud rate.
There, make sure it's saying, see, there's lots of damn Seguino board. What's
Sure it's 5?
What's 5 or 1? And I know it's not 1. I mean, I guess I'll put it on 1 and see what it does. Huh?
The easiest way to do is unplug the board, take a look underneath there, and see what COM port goes away. You probably only have COM port 1 in there.
Unplug the printer and check the COM port.
Well, we just did. COM port 5.
So it was on the correct COM port.
Yep. And it just wants it to, it's telling it needs to be the Seguino, but then it won't do it.
Well, it's Arduino Mega ramps or displays. Update firmware run and select under board Arduino Mega 2560.
Well, you know who did this? What's his name did it with this board?
What board is selected?
And now I got the Seguino board. Because that's what it wants. That's how it calculates, but it's supposed to be this one. Now if I do this, it won't work. If I do the calculator or the check, it will tell me that I need the damn Seguino board. call the board and look at it, eh? I know I was thinking that too. Yes.
I got a board right here, and I'll tell you exactly what ones.
What is it looking for? The chip?
It needs to go back into the configuration.h.
I'm in there, or not right now. That's easy to do, okay? There, bang, back in there. Yes, I go home.
The TH3D stuff is set up for pre-LED printers with stock boards.
Suck this chunk out and come back to it.
Oh yeah, but it doesn't have a stop board. So that is not what I want.
Still going strong on Z.
Hey Ron, yeah, doing dumb stuff again. Yes.
Alt W. You need to change the board in the TH3D firmware to the board you have.
Yes. Did you hear that, Mike?
That's where I'm looking.
I thought we did that already.
Oh, I told you the only thing I changed was that.
So Ron, how goes the war with the printers?
So who doing firmware programming?
Oh, we're trying.
Might not be in configuration.h.
It's probably in advanced.
Timmy hides all that stuff.
I know. Well, you know, when you go here, just run this again. Let me run this again because it takes you there.
Go big or go home.
The war? Don't you mean hell on earth?
Well, I mean, you could choose either one, Ron. Sorry about your delay on your 50 print stuff.
Check tools, look for board, then board manager.
Well, we know what board it is.
Hey, Mike,
Yeah.
go to the chat here on the Hangouts.
Download it.
Yep, that's the Marlins for the 1.4 board or the 1.0 board.
So exit out of this one.
Then select your board. Go to configuration.backed. Asterisk backend. Then go to find and look for MKS.
Copy.
Then you'll see define motherboard.
Okay. Well, we're just gonna go with the regular one. Unless we gotta set it all up then. Which I don't want it either. Now I don't know where I put it. Let's just see how this one goes, Mr. Button. We'll just try it this way. So I don't even know where the hell I was for his now.
I'm using Arduino 1.8.6 might be different for your version if different.
Going to a Marlin, right? Here's a Marlin. Marlin INO, right? INO, right?
Yep.
Marlin H. Should be the INO file. I want to frickin' open it. I hate Marlin.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, I need to copy this shit over to there, don't I? Just configure that H to. God, I hate this crap. I want to go back with him. It's easier. Fine, I'll do it your way. What it says. Mr. Buttram said to go to configure back end. Let me look up that for MKS. Is it .h? Is it this one right here, Mr. Buttram? Probably.
Well, I have reached the crash point. We'll see if she finishes this time.
Yeah.
Well, I'm right to drivers I'm using.
I rotated the model on the bed when I sliced it 45 degrees, so instead of having 90-degree walls to cross,
Let's see.
might have a better chance of going by without hitting.
Yep.
Identify motherboard. Why is that just on a freaking truck? See? That's where you hides all that shit, huh? And how do you identify? Well, this here is for the Troxy 5S settings. That's what I don't understand. I don't care about the Troxy. Yes. Settings. Yeah. CR10 and we're in 3 settings. Hell, just down there for that. Okay, now what do we do? How do you find a list of motherboards now? Right here's the where they identify the board. I never know which one to open. Those glasses. I know it's supposed to be this INO file you're supposed to use to open it, right? I don't know. Uh-oh, we lose Mr. D.
And it seems that way.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I think it's a good time anyways if you want to start off there, Ed.
All right, I got to get out of here soon anyway, so
Yeah.
I'll just tell everybody goodbye and have a great day. Go out there and have some fun. Be safe. Enjoy the weather while we have it. And we'll see you in the next one.
Todd, you want to say something?
Well, I mean, I wasn't here for very long, but hey, thanks for hanging out.
No? All right. Well, thank you guys for coming. We almost got it running, but not quite like usual. You know, you should be used to that by now. Definitely be used to that one by now. But hopefully Ricky's on tomorrow. And we'll be back on Wednesday. Hopefully everything's up and running, and we'll go through this on Wednesday otherwise. But if Ricky ain't on tomorrow, Mr. D is supposed to be putting his hypercube together. So, and still, we might do it after Ricky's done, because Ricky only does usually an hour or two. So we might do it after Ricky's done. So, everybody check
If I get all my business done, I'm going to try to stream tonight on Twitch at 4:30.
All righty. So, all right, y'all. Take care and have a good day.